It's a beautiful new day, and there's a lot of errands to run. So, you know, as I told you guys, the vehicle really presented some issues. And I mean, that's expected, right? I mean, you know, idealistic that maybe you could just kind of get by and not have to you know, repair a lot, but decided that the long block really needs to be changed. So I'm gonna go pick up a new K. Already hit up Steve at HMO, and we're gonna do that today. So I just got to the shop, gonna go in there, gather up some stuff with Dan, and take the pimp truck, and we're gonna go pick up the motor. So come on in here. I wanna see these other projects that Dan's doing for some clients. I wanna show that to you guys. So let's cruise in here real quick. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later. Bam, we got this classic Accord right here, these HREs, and Dan, he's the man. So this is kind of just some of the stuff he's got going on in here. There's a lot of H's and F's, but he's working on this H. He just cleaned up some of the wiring because it needs to go in this. This is one of his customers' cars, and I mean, a lot of us who do like these crazy cleaned up engine bays, when you see this, it's stressful. For me, it's stressful because you guys know, you know, even version 1 of the Prelude was like super chill, but version 2 with the ITBs and the chrome subframe and everything, it was like crazy empty, right? But then when you see this, I haven't seen this, like my Prelude looked like this like 20 years ago, and when I see it, it stresses me out. But that's just me. How many of you guys can relate to that? Because I have not had to work on an engine bay that looks like this in so long. That's one of the customer's cars that Dan's working on right now, and then this is to be unveiled later, you guys. I've got something really exciting underneath here. It does have some Advans on it right now, but those are not gonna stay. And I will give you more details about this build, because this build, this is Dan's client's build. This build is my client's build, and it is going to be fucking dope. I'm not even joking. I look forward to showing you guys more about it, but right now it's time to go pick up the motor and a couple other things. Tensioner, couple gaskets, and all of the things needed to get Project Daily for the daily to be ready to be dailied. Yes. All right, so we're about to dip. We're taking one of Dan's cars. Picked up this Project TL Type S right here. I can't believe you let it get this dirty though. But this is a nice color. We got, you know, this is like one of those TLs that just sort of like got slept on, and Dan's always liked it, so he picked this up. So we're gonna dip the TL Type S to you know, go to the dealership, go to the Acura dealership and pick up some stuffs for the RSX. But I can't wait to see him clean up this paint, put some wheels on it. But enough of the TL. Let's go get this RSX situated, shall we? So hopped in to the TL, went over to the Honda and Acura dealership, put in the order for some of the necessary, you know what I'm saying, like reliability parts, timing chain tensioner, water pump, intake manifold gasket, very simple things, right? We stopped by the powder coating shop because the TL Type S that we're dipping in one of Dan's personal projects. I didn't even realize, but he picked up some A-spec wheels and they need a little bit of TLC. So he is just getting those powder coated, and we're gonna kind of check that out later for the A-spec joints. All right, so we are early, and on the way up here, we were just like, what do you do when there's extra time? You eat. And so we are gonna have a cheat meal, because what's in there is most certainly not something that either of us consume often. So we looked it up, threw it into you know, Google Maps or whatever. The place has 2,283 reviews. 2,283, and it's still 4.5 stars. So any place that can have 4.5 stars after 2,200 plus reviews, let's find out what they're all about. All right, so we opted for breakfast burritos. That's a machaca, and this is an all-in-one. And then we got dulce de leche French toast. Hello, diabetes, okay? So we got French toast, dulce de leche, and fresh strawberries. And then this is an accessory. We got home fries, some scrambled eggs, and some turkey sausage. Some sausage in there? So we have great flavors, hypertension, diabetes. So we're both gonna basically drink kale juice and celery juice for like the next like 12 hours to detox. Not really, but kind of, actually. Excuse us while we eat. All right, so I'm about like 28% bitten into this burrito. Dan, and this like meal. I mean, I'm a big dude, I know, and all that jazz, yo, but this is like uncomfortable full. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were to actually try to consume this in its entirety, but it's bomb, but the burrito weighed as much as a newborn child, and there was other food with it. So I got some bites in that. Dan's the type, he might low-key finish, but
I got this. I got this for sure.
I'm gonna put in a little bit more work, and then I'm gonna wave the white flag. And we're back at the shop. So there it is. I know that seems random to you guys that this would be the K, but there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it, and that's because this is Project Daily for the daily. Okay, which means reliability and kind of like an OE restoration thing. That's kind of what I'm all about for this one. So you know what? That's what it's gonna be about. So I decided to replace it exactly with what is in there, simply because when I build a real different K, that's gonna be over the top. I'll explain that more later, but this one is, want to restore it, reliable, water pump, timing chain tensioner, a couple of gaskets, you know, stuff like that, and just make it simple, clean, reliable, and I can dip it 400,000 miles like I did my Accord wagon. The daily. This is the daily for the daily, because the daily's getting really, really beat up. So this is it right here. You know, the K20 that nobody wants. Super cheap. Shout out to Steve at HMO. You just can't beat the pricing for what it is. We're over here at WERDWERX, and we're gonna throw this bitch in after cleaning it up, picking up all the necessary pieces, and it's gonna go in soon.